Hello, hello, and welcome to a little video about Target 7C where we're going to talk about rotations. Now we're going to rotate objects clockwise and counterclockwise. When we rotate something in positive degrees, that's counterclockwise, which means if we're picturing a clock, we're going backwards. If we have negative degrees, on the other hand, that means we're going clockwise. Now, why in the world does it look like that? Well, back when you learned about graphing, you should have learned about the 4 quadrants. And they go like this. From one top right is quadrant 1, top left 2, etc. Now, if you go from quadrant 1 to quadrant 2 to go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going counterclockwise. If we go from 1 to 4 clockwise, we're going backwards. That's why it's negative. All right, so it all has to do with the graph. Okay, so for these rotations, what I'm going to do is draw a lot of lines because I need it to help see it. Now, some students are able to see this rotation happen right away. Am I jealous? A little. But I need more than that. I need lines, I need guiding tools, and I know there's got to be students like me too. All right, number 1 asks us to rotate about point E negative 90 degrees. So that means we're going clockwise 90 degrees. And let me remind you that a 90-degree angle looks like kind of an L shape. So this is how I do it. I split my middle point, in this case E, into 4 pieces, kind of like our graph. And then I'm going to take each point individually and rotate it 90 degrees. So I rotate letter A. I rotate letter B. I rotate letter C 90 degrees as well. And finally, letter D. Now this looks crazy, but check it out. I'm going to go ahead and connect all of my new letters. Notice I put prime on all of them because they are our image. I'm going to erase these crazy lines for just a moment so you can see what the image actually looks like. All right, so our pre-image is the original rectangle, and then our image is the new rectangle. Rotated 90 degrees, clockwise. All right, let's try number 2. Number 2, we are rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise, right, because it's positive. Okay, so I'm going to split my circle up into quadrants, kind of helps me see it. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I did, except this time we're going counterclockwise. So L shape with A, and then with B, and then with C, and lastly with letter D. I'm going to connect them all to create our rectangle. And I'm going to erase all these crazy lines. This is what our new rectangle looks like. It's been rotated counterclockwise 90 degrees. And here are my crazy lines back. Okay. Next, if it allows me to scroll, there we are, is number 3. We're going to rotate 180 degrees. Because it's positive, we're going counterclockwise around point O. Same idea. I'm going to split my circle up. Almost. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I would like to remind you that 180 degrees is actually just a straight line. So that's what we're doing. We're going to draw straight lines from each point. All right, let's start with A. If I go straight, ends up right where C is. If I take B straight across, ends up right there. And then if we take C straight across, it ends up there. I'm going to connect A, B, and C. Okay. Now, something that you might notice, and we did talk about this in class, is this 180-degree rotation created a reflection. And that's something we can jot down. 180-degree rotation equals reflection. Let's take a look at number 4. Here we are rotating 90 degrees counterclockwise. Let's do it. Split up my circle. All right, starting with A, counterclockwise means it ends up here. B, counterclockwise means it ends up there. And lastly, C ends up right here. Let's connect my triangle. Oh boy, that does not look like a nice triangle, but that's okay. We'll pretend this is art. Whoops, I went too far with my erasing. I wanted to show you how it looked like without all the crazy lines. There we go. So we took our triangle and we rotated it 90 degrees counterclockwise. All right, let's step it up a notch. Let us rotate some lines about a point. All right, number 5, we're going to rotate the line VH clockwise 180 degrees about the point E. Now we don't have a circle there, but I still have a middle. If I could actually draw through the middle. All right, there we go. So I draw that shape of a graph through E. Now it's 180 degrees, so we're going to imagine this going perfectly straight. No, it's not that beautiful, but that's okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with letter H. H goes straight across. There it is. So here is our new line. Let's show you without all the crazy colors. There's VH being rotated 180 degrees around the point E. Number 6, let's rotate MN 90 degrees over Q. It's a positive 90. That means we're going counterclockwise. Okay. So 90 degrees means L shape. So there's my L shape for M. And then here's my L shape for N. Mine did not end up perfect, but that's okay. You get the idea. Let's erase the crazy lines. That's what it should look like. Just a little bit longer, probably. All right, onwards we go to number 7. 90 degrees counterclockwise around the point E. Once again, I'm going to split up my graph, or create my graph. All right, we're going, positive 90, so counterclockwise. V, 90 degrees. Perfect. And H, 90 degrees. We're going to connect them. And let me show you without the crazy lines. There's a 90-degree rotation counterclockwise about the point E. And lastly, number 8, we're going to rotate clockwise 90 degrees, since it's negative, about the point Q. Let's do it. 90 degrees means that L shape. Why does that look wrong? I don't know. Let me try it again. Maybe that's what it is. Ah, there we go. That's better. That looks, I don't know if I drew that any different, but it is what it is. It looks better to me now. And then let's do N. Perfect. Connect M and N. And here we are rotating MN clockwise 90 degrees about point Q. That's what it looks like without all the crazy lines. If you have any questions about this lesson for either myself or your teachers, please feel free to ask. And if you are one of those students who can just draw those shapes, imagining the rotations, teach me. I don't know how. Actually, I don't think by this time you can actually teach me. I think my brain is what it is, and I'm just going to have to keep drawing it out each time. All right. Have a wonderful rest of whatever day it is for you. Bye.